Hello everyone, welcome to Applied Physics Lab. Now we are going to learn Stewart-Gee's experiment. In this, we are going to cover the aim of the experiment, apparatus required, theory and principle of Stewart-Gee's experiment. Objective or aim of the experiment is to study the variation of magnetic field along the axis of a circular coil carrying current. For that, we need the apparatus, Stewart-Gee's setup, ammeter, rheostat, battery eliminator, commutator with 4 plugs, meter scale, and of course connecting wires. The theory beyond this experiment is Biot-Savart law. What is Biot-Savart law? Biot-Savart law states that a magnetic field is induced along the axis of a circular coil and the current is passing through it. Mathematically, it is given by mu naught Nia square by 2 into x square plus a square all to the power 3 by 2, where B is the magnetic field intensity. Mu naught is permeability of the medium, N is the number of turns of the coil, I is the amount of current passing through the coil, A is the radius of the coil, where x is the distance of the point from the center of the coil. This is known as Biot-Savart law in mathematical form. So here we are going to perform the experiment with the help of this circuit diagram. Here, this is the circular coil on Stewart-Gee setup. This coil may contain different turns. Depending upon the turns you require, you can connect two connecting wires to the respective terminals of the coil, and the second end of the wires are connected to any two opposite keys of the commutator. Then start with rheostat. First end of the rheostat goes to the remaining end of commutator, and the second end of rheostat goes to battery eliminator to ammeter to a key, and to the last remaining end of the commutator. Here this commutator acts as a junction. By opening any two opposite keys of the commutator, you can allow the current through the coil either in clockwise or anti-clockwise. I mean, this set of keys decides the current passing through, direction of the current passing through the coil. Based on this direction of the coil, current in the coil, the deflection magnetometer shows the deflection in different directions. During the experiment, we keep the deflection magnetometer at different positions from the center of the coil, and we observe the magnetic field. After this observation, we can calculate the magnetic field intensity induced with the help of this experimental formula. That is, B is equal BE tan theta, where BE is the earth magnetic field intensity, that is 0.38 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla normally on the surface of the earth. You'll get the tan theta from the table here. Table consisting two parts. One is east direction and west direction. At each position, either in east or west, we will get a set of 4 theta values. I mean, when the current is passing through a coil in clockwise, the magnetic deflection meter shows 2 deflecting needles, that is theta 1 and theta 2. And the current is reversed, we'll get theta 3 and theta 4. In this way, we can tabulate the theta values and find the theta mean in east direction as well as west direction. Then you'll get theta mean, which is equal to theta E east plus theta west by 2. Once you get the theta, deflection in magnetometer at each and every distance from the center of the coil. So here you can understand clearly that theta deflection is depending on position of the magnetometer from the center of the coil. So this theta, then tan theta, can substitute the formula B is equal to B tan theta. We'll get the magnetic field intensity at any point from the center of the coil. Now we can compare the experimental data with the theoretical, that means with the Biot-Savart law principle. You supposed to get approximately equal values in both the cases. Once you get it, then you can draw the graph between the distance of the magnetometer from the center of coil to the respective tan theta. So this is the model graph that we're going to get after performing the experiment. With this experiment, you can find the magnetic intensity at any point from the coil which is carrying the current, and you can also determine the Earth's magnetic field once you know the magnetic field produced by a coil. And using Biot-Savart law, you can find the magnetic responses even at the atomic or molecular levels. The creating the table and drawing the graph we'll see in the next video. Thank you.